We enter the fourth inning. It wasn't a quiet first 3 innings. We saw 18 runs on 15 hits. We saw a 10-run second inning from UConn. But Columbia pulled within 13-5 on the 3-run homer by Cole Hage with 2 outs in the third. And now here in the fourth, the 5th pitcher already for Columbia is James Vaughn. You see what he's done over his first 6 appearances. 1-2 with a 9.39 ERA, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's trying to rebound off a tough outing his last time out in that loss to Brown in the opening Ivy weekend. And that outing, Vaughn was not able to retire a batter. He was charged for 3 runs, 1 earned, but he walked 3 batters and allowed 1 hit. James Vaughn has had some great appearances for the Lions this year. Against Troy earlier this year, he threw 3 scoreless innings. He'll have 1 run in 2 innings against Tulane, but he's definitely been up and down in his first season with Columbia. James Vaughn is a really cool story. He was actually recruited by the Lions out of high school, but he chose Duke. This is a New York City native. Vaughn went to the collegiate school on the Upper West Side, not too far from here, very close to Columbia's campus. But Vaughn was not able to crack the team at Duke. And so he decided in his sophomore season that he would transfer. As his first pitch is grounded up the middle, way deep in the hole. Jack Kell on 1 hop, just a little bit late. Jack Kell again showing off his range, but couldn't quite get it there in time. And Matt Garbowski reaches on a leadoff infield single here in the fourth. Kell was playing deep, but he had too far to throw that one. And now Brian Padilla steps in. Padilla, another New York City native, hit a 2-run homer in the second. And he takes a slider outside, 1-0. So you have a Brooklyn guy facing a Manhattan guy right now. And an all New York City matchup here on the northern tip of Manhattan. Vaughn deals a 1-0, and that one got away from him, went off the glove of Eberle into the backstop. And that is the 4th wild pitcher pass ball in 4 innings today for Columbia pitching. Done by 4 different pitchers. So Vaughn deals a 2-0, and that got away from him and hit Padilla around the left shoulder. So we've seen wild pitches. We've seen hit by pitches as well. The 3rd hit batter of this game. And we go back to the top of the order and David Smith, who was one of those hit batters, along with a single, a walk, 2 steals, 2 runs, an RBI. This is his 4th plate appearance as he steps in here in the 4th inning. Vaughn deals. He was trying to bunt, and it went under the bat to the backstop. Another one that gets away from Vaughn, so that advances Garbowski to third base and Padilla to second. So his second wild pitch. And now the Lions infield will conference on the mound with the pitching coach Tom Carty joining him. Columbia pitching has just been extremely erratic today and really struggling to find the zone. But really that's what these midweek games are for, is to get that experience and find out who is going to be in control, give you the best chance to win out of the bullpen in Ivy League play. So Vaughn transferred to Monroe College for his spring semester last year, and so he could play baseball last year, and then he was able to come to Columbia. So the Lions don't always have that many New York City guys on their team. Vaughn, one of them. And he's definitely a guy fit to go to school at Columbia. He's a very smart guy and has done a lot of good in his time at Duke, at Columbia, with social justice causes and more. And a 1-0 way down and inside, 2-0. Smith looking to reach base for the 4th time in the first 4 innings. 2-0, and that one skips away from Eberle. He slides to pick it up. Man, has Weston Eberle gotten a workout. But this is a guy who plays every single game, a guy who played all 18 innings 2 days ago. So he's always ready for anything. The count now 3-0 on Smith. Vaughn deals, and that is low. Ball 4. So the walk count now up to 10. The Lions have issued 10 walks today in the first 4 innings. And they are loaded with Huskies for Dominic Freeberger. He's also reached base all 3 times today. Now Smith has reached base 4 times in 4 innings. Freeberger has reached base 3 times via 2 singles and a walk. He scored all 3 of those times. And that is outside from Vaughn, 1-0. So to this point, the first 2 hitters in the UConn lineup have scored in every opportunity except for once, when David Smith was stranded to end the 2nd. And that was because of a Weston Eberle caught stealing. That finds the plate. Looked like a slider from Vaughn, 1-1. Vaughn has a sinker and slider. Those are his most effective pitchers. And the right-hander deals a 1-1, and that one sails outside, 2-1. It looks like he's having a lot of trouble commanding that sinker. But Vaughn, a very cerebral, analytical guy. He's always tweaking and trying to get the most out of his delivery. And it's especially been the case the last week or so. But it's tough to do that in a game. He deals that one right over, and it's 2-2. Pitching coach Tom Carty says that if he's in the zone, he's been really good this year, but he's been a big wild card guy who's now struggled in his 2 appearances on this homestand. 2-2, flied into center field. Solinsky moving over to his right. He's there, and tagging at third base and now heading back is Garbowski. So that is the first out. A fly out from Freeberger. He's retired for the first time. A deep breath for Vaughn as he gets a big first out. That is the first out he's ever gotten at Robertson Field after he could not retire a batter in his last appearance. And now it's Ben Huber. So his first out that he does record at Robertson Field is the Big East's leading hitter in Freeberger. And the first pitch to Huber in the turf. It's blocked by Eberle. And he prevents the runner from breaking at third base. The other cool thing about James Vaughn's story is that he was part of Brett Beretti's kids camp. He came here as a little leaguer. And he deals a 1-0. And Huber could not hold up his swing. So it's 1-1. He is the first ever guy to matriculate from Brett Beretti's kids camp to the program. And he deals a 1-1 and gets a wave and a miss. Good slider, 1-2. Brett Beretti did admit it makes him feel a little bit old. And he's finally had a Little League camper make his team. James Vaughn deals a 1-2, and this one stroked in a right field and deep. Shot going back, just shy of the track. He pulls up, makes the catch. Tagging from third base is Garbowski, and he comes home to score. Padilla tags at second and moves to third. So it's the second sac fly of the game for Ben Huber, and UConn moves ahead 14-5. The base running has been very solid, very aggressive today for the Huskies. They finally waited a couple plays before Garbowski could come home on that one. And now Jake Studley steps in. And that's backhanded outside, 1-0. Garbowski had opportunities to score as that slider just misses 2-0 on those balls that got away from Eberle on the previous fly ball to center, but they waited until the sac fly to send him. 2-0 pitch, that got away from Vaughn, missed inside, and he's behind 3-0. Luke Broadhurst on deck. Studley walked his last time up. And he's walked again as that one missed way outside. That is walk number 11 for UConn in the first 4 innings. So they are loaded with Huskies. And Luke Broadhurst, who's reached base all 3 times, steps to the plate. Broadhurst walked each of his last 2 times up. Vaughn deals. A slider fouled off along the right field line. 0-1. Well, it is a very big week for UConn fans, alumni in New York City. They witnessed the national championship in men's basketball last night, and now UConn is here all week, playing in Manhattan today and playing in Queens on Thursday and Saturday. 0-1 from Vaughn. That's a slider over, and now it's 0-2. UConn cannot play on Friday because St. John's cannot host the game on Good Friday. That's why the schedule is a little out of whack this week, and UConn's only midweek game is on this Tuesday. Vaughn's 0-2, and that is blocked in the turf. Nice job by Eberle, 1-2. Head coach Jim Pender said that his team watched the national championship game last night from their clubhouse. They had a barber in there giving them haircuts. And the 1-2 fouled off. Another slider, so Vaughn going very slider heavy at this point. And Coach Pender said Brett Beretti had the right idea scheduling a Tuesday afternoon game the day after the Huskies win a national championship in men's basketball. They were up late last night. 1-2 from Vaughn, misses down and away. 2-2. You might have seen some of the videos of what went on in Storrs, Connecticut last night. I don't think the baseball team was a part of that, but I'm sure they celebrated the victory over San Diego State. 2-2, grounded towards third base and foul. And the base runner at third base, Brian Padilla, came toppling to the ground there. As that one was coming right at him. He's at third base with Smith at second, Studley on first. 2-2. Fly ball, center field, Solinsky under it. And he puts it away. And James Vaughn did a great job to limit the damage after the first 3 Huskies reached. UConn is only able to put one across. It's 14-5 Huskies as we head bottom 4.